Hello friends, good afternoon all of you, and let's begin today. We are having class after a long time. I think that earlier we people had one or two class, and in that we people were just I think that started with some topics which were related with oral communication activities. So based on that, I would like to tell you people that all you people need to develop our communication skills, and in that we people have to work on our oral communication skills. I would like to tell you people that today all you people are able to understand English, and English is not a problem for us as far as we people are concerned with our listening, when we people are concerned with our reading, and when we people are going to write. So for these reasons, we people do not have any kind of problems. The major problem all we people face that is of oral communication, and here we people face a lot of difficulties, and reason behind it that we people do not get sufficient opportunities to express ourselves or our thoughts in English. So therefore what happens that probably though we are able to understand, though we are able to listen, though we are able to read and write, but we are not able to understand what we people want to speak. Or if we want to speak it, we are not clear with the thoughts, and we are not clear with their sentences, and we are not clear with how to put them in proper order. And that becomes a major issue for maximum students who are in final year, those who are going to face campus placements. So same things, I hope that, I expect that you people are also facing the same issue, that for listening you people don't have problem. All you people have been listening English since maybe 10th standard also. And for your reading, I can understand that you are able to read and understand. And if there is any difficulty in your reading, in that case, you can use dictionaries. Dictionaries are available online these days. You people have smartphones in your hands. So therefore, there is no issue, there is no problem for your reading and understanding. Okay. So what about writing? So I would like to tell you here, our education system is so much favorable for developing writing skills. Why? Because since your first standard, all the exam patterns, they are in the form of written examinations. Hardly you might have some oral exams in 10th or 12th, but they are not effective. And so here, I would like to tell you that our oral communication is not developed as compared with written communication. So you people need to analyze yourself in communication, where I am exactly, whether I will be able to, or am I competent to face any kind of interviews, group discussions, or any other activities which are there for placements, and I can crack them and I will achieve my goals, my career goals, I will say. Okay. But that is not the case. Unfortunately, we people feel very comfortable, and we people feel that if I express my thoughts in mother tongue, then only it will be understood. And if I will just express in English, in that case, there's difficulty that my English is not good, and I'm lacking some parts in the grammar, or my vocabulary is not strong enough to express myself. And also we think of other people also. If I try to speak in English, other people may not understand me, so therefore I do not speak English. So such kind of thoughts are there. Such thoughts are called self-limiting thoughts. Such thoughts will prevent you from communicating effectively. So therefore all you people need to work only on your oral communication. And what can help you here, if you think that these CIP sessions will help you to communicate, I like to tell you, I'm here to just guide you. I will just be as an facilitator, and I may not be able to teach you your oral communication. I can teach you grammar, I can teach you everything. But as far as oral communication is concerned, all you people need to take your own responsibility, that you people will start communicating throughout the day. And here your friends will be very much useful for you, that you can communicate with them only. Because we do not get such kind of conducive atmosphere at our home, let's consider very few students will be there. At their home, there is atmosphere to communicate in English. Majority of the students, they are from rural background, or it does not matter rural background, but the members in our family, they're not that much educated who can communicate with us in English, so that it can be beneficial for us to improve our own communication. And already I have told you, in campus also, very few people get opportunities to interact with their teachers, and the same problem of confidence, that if I communicate with my teachers in English, it will be a question of whether I'm right or wrong, or whether I'm able to ask properly, or whether the teachers will be will understand my query or not. And so we people do not ask questions in English as well. So those things has to be avoided, because here you people keep in front of you the placement. Right now your short-term goal should be not just passing with first class, or not just getting 95% marks, but your short-term goal should be that I should be able to place in well renowned reputed companies where you're looking for, which can be your dream, which can be your career, which can be what you people have been longing for. Okay, so all you just try to think about the companies which are your dream companies, jobs which you think that this is my dream job. And once you're clear that why I'm going to work with that company, then how can I get there? Next question should be there in your mind, that how can I get there? So then you'll just come to know that the procedure which is usually implemented for the placements, and all we people are familiar, and that is common, that first of all, you people are working on your aptitude. Okay, before going ahead, someone you just reply me whether I'm audible to all of you and you're able to see the screen as well. So is it audible, visible, clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Sakshi, for responding. Chinmay also. So let's continue, because whatever the previous sessions I have done, I was expecting a lot of experience response from your class, and that I could not get. So I hope that all you people will realize that what we people are doing currently and whether it is sufficient or not. Okay, so usually you people are going to be presented with a test that will be aptitude test, and all you people might be preparing for that. You need to revise it, because that should be an everyday activity. You're solving some problems of aptitude based on your availability of time and your the way of your just doing it. Okay, so aptitude is the must if you wanted to just go for, if you wanted to just enter, because that will be a key to enter into this process. If you could not qualify this aptitude, you will be out of the process and you'll not get chance to participate into group discussion activities or interview. So therefore, you have to work on your aptitude. At least you people are going to get qualified for the next round, which can be group discussion. And you can be in touch with the students who are in final year. I hope that all you people might be having some of the friends who are in final year. If you don't have any friends, try to make friendship with them, or additionally you just try to get their contact details and try to ask them, those who got good placements in the companies like Accenture, TCS, or Wipro, Capgemini, and there are so many, those who are getting good packages, salary packages. You try to ask them their experiences, so that you can get benefited from that, that how did they prepare for aptitude, how did they prepare for group discussion, how did they prepare for interview, and which were the questions which were asked, what was in there, the technical questions were asked, and how much you are good in those things. If not, you can get some time to prepare yourself in aptitude, some time to prepare in your communication, some time to prepare in technical, and everything that will be expected. Because here it is not that every person has something good. It is not possible to judge yourself or you within that 30 to 40 minutes of interview, because whatever you people have been studying since your first standard up to your graduation, there's so many things that you know. But it depends upon you how you yourself represent to others, how you represent yourself to the interviewer, to the examiner, to the observer of group discussion, and that determines your attitude, that determines your behavior, that determines that how you are as a person and your personality, and then you people will be able to go into the next process. Okay, so before aptitude, I would like to tell you that all you people should be good in academics. Minimum 60% criteria is usually, all you people just try to understand. You should have first class, minimum 60%. You should not have any backlog subject. Maximum companies have the criteria like this. You should not have any backlogs. You should have minimum first class, and no year down, and those are some of the conditions criteria put forward. And then if you could qualify this criteria, then if you could qualify that aptitude test, maybe you will be called for second round, and that second round will be of GD. That is what we people are going to discuss here, that group discussion, because from that only you people can try to express your opinions, and you should be able to express yourself in a better way, in a systematic way, and in a polite way, which will be showing yourself as a personality, not as a person, but how your behavior, how you're talking with others, how you can deal with other people, how you can work in group, and how are your leadership qualities, and much more. So group discussion or interview is not only about how many questions you're answering. The group discussion is not about whether you are just expressing knowledge about the topic, but it is much more than this. So when you're just entering into that particular group discussion hall, the observers are observing you, that how you are just behaving, how you are just talking with other people, how you are just expressing your opinions, whether you are becoming aggressive, angry, shouting at others, and how do you just cooperate with other people. So there are so many things that people are going to consider. So in today's session, we people will be just looking for all those things. But apart from that, I expect that you should not just rely or depend upon these sessions, but on your own every day. All you people need to come together, organize Zoom meetings or Google Meet meetings, and minimum 10 students should be there who are discussing every day. At least one topic you are going to decide, finalize. You can disclose that topic earlier so that people can get time to prepare on that topic. And in the evening, for 15 to 20 minutes, you people are discussing that topic, and that should be a habit. That should not for just 1 week. That should not be once in a week. That should be everyday activity that you people are following. I expect that some of you might be doing it already. Okay, are you doing it? Those who are doing this activity already, you can raise your hands. Those who are practicing communication in groups. Is there anyone who is already doing activities? Though you have friends, a group of friends where you people are coming together every day and you're discussing some topics in English. If not, all you people just try to understand. Henceforth, maybe from today onwards, you people can just try to follow this practice so that you people can be comfortable. I will say comfortable, because let's try to understand, it is not just for group discussion or interview that you people are going to be just taking serious communication, but after getting selected also. Imagine that you got selected into one reputed company and it is not that much. After that also, people have to perform well. You need to grow there. You should have some promotion there. And if you're expecting those things, based on your performance, based on your communication, you're going to get chance. Okay. So therefore, all you people just try to understand that you're doing well in communication. And that is not just limited for just qualifying group discussion, qualifying interview. With this, we'll go to the next slide. I hope that all you people understand it. And in that, if you have any questions, then you people feel free to ask me. Here I can see almost only 80 students are connected right now, and that is very less attendance I can see. But let it be. It is question of everybody or his or her choice what to do and what not to do, because all you people are quite mature and understand everything, what are good for me and what is not good for me, and based on that you can take your own decisions. Okay, so we'll just try to understand what exactly group discussion means, and then group discussions, what are their types and which are prerequisites of a group discussion, how we people can be qualified for that, and when you participate in group discussions, what advantages, benefits to people can get from it, what are the salient features of group discussions, and here are some tips for you, or do's and don'ts that you people can follow in the group discussion. Then important points in group discussion that you people can consider here, how you people can accept criticism, because group discussion is a situation where all the people, members of that group, they have to express their opinions, and it is not like that all the people, all the group members that agree on some point or they're expressing similar opinions. So there are going to be some people who are going to oppose your opinion, they're going to talk against you, and it may hurt you, even it may feel angry, and so many things may happen there. Here are some suggestions and some important topics that which are frequently discussed or can be asked in recruitment process that we people are going to look here. Okay, so let's go. So whatever we people have done here, are you with me? Are you able to understand? Any question, any difficulty, any problem? You can just reply me so that we can go ahead. So I asked, is there any question, any difficulty for understanding? Okay, all right. So Prerna, Sakshi, fine. We'll just continue. So group discussion is a modern method of assessing students' personality. So it is not always about students, but you can just try to think about there are a lot of occasions, other occasions where group discussions are organized. And as far as academics are concerned, you'll come to know placements are there. For placement process, group discussions are organized. And apart from that, for admission process also, if you are just looking for good institutions for management admissions like MBA, for that admissions also group discussions are organized. So it is a modern method of assessing students' personality. So what kind of student you are, that will be evaluated based on your performance in that group discussion. So it is a modern method. It is both a technique and an art, a comprehensive tool to judge the worthiness of the student and his appropriateness for the job. So in our context, we'll not go for the admissions or MBA or for other purposes. Our main purpose to learn more about group discussion is to get a job. Okay, so therefore we will try to understand that the purpose, we need to understand purpose. Everybody, everywhere, all you people just try to understand that what is the purpose of this. So right now, if you're attending this session, try to ask yourself, what is the purpose that I'm attending? Is it just sake of attendance that I have to fulfill criteria condition for my academics, or whether I wanted to learn more from this, or whether I just wanted to get placed in good companies, or I wanted to qualify into group discussion rounds, so therefore I'm attending, or there is no any reason, I'm just attending because there is force from class coordinator and HOD and department and something like that, so I'm attending. So here your purpose should be clear, and once you're clear with your purpose, then you can just understand how people can do it. So here, what is this purpose that they wanted to just know whether this particular candidate or student is appropriate for the particular post, for the job, whether that candidate is a worthy candidate, or that candidate is the right candidate for that particular post. Because if you think, when you are into market or when you are into a shop and you wanted to buy certain things, so in that case, what kind of products you will buy? Always the products which are of high quality. Always remember, you will buy the products which are of having high quality. Let's take an example that you wanted to buy a mobile, just an example. So nobody will choose the mobile which is having the less features and having not proper configuration. Nobody will choose. Rather than we'll try to ask, show me latest, having maximum features and high quality and top priority people will give for all those things. Same principle is applied for selecting candidates for an organization also. Now you people can think there is an organization which would like to hire candidates for their organization. For while selecting the candidates, there is a list of candidates with them and they wanted to select the candidates. So what kind of candidates they will select? If there are, let's say, 10 vacancies and there are 100 candidates, so that recruiter or employer will get an opportunity, or there is scope that he will choose top 10, not choose any 10, but top 10 who are good in their communication, who are good in technical, who are good in representation, who are good in their behavior, who are good in another number of aspects. So what is purpose of group discussion, conducting group discussion? They wanted to check that whether that particular candidate is worthy, whether it is appropriate, right for that particular post. Because after all, where you are going to work, you are going to bring some kind of productivity or some kind of benefit or profit to that organization. You should not be a kind of loss. You should not be a kind of, let's say, who is considering, who is not working and who is wasting a lot of time. Such candidates no organization will prefer. So you need to work on that also. So I hope that you'll understand why group discussions are conducted. The group discussion suggests a discussion among a group of persons. So that is quite simple. No need to explain this, but you need to understand here the number can vary. Ideal number will be 10, but it can be depending upon the number of candidates. The group can be more or less. If there are less candidates, you can get divided into 8 candidates also. And when there are less candidates, they get more chance to observe you, discuss you, and know about you. And if it is more, if there are more candidates, you can be getting divided into 12 members in a group. There also you'll get less opportunity to express your opinions and so things. So we will express their views freely. Remember, here you people need to understand that you should have your own opinion about a number of things. You can ask yourself, do you have your own opinions? So what is happening around now? You just try to observe about your education system. You should have your opinion about your let's say what is happening around you, about your society, social problems, and national, international problems. So you should hear your GK matters, how much you are reading newspapers, and what you people are knowing about technology, latest recent trends, which technology is having a lot of impact. You can think about the number of topics which are related to that, and social, political, economical issues, historical point of view. So all those things matter. So it is not like that if you're not reading anything, that will be okay. You're just reading only your texts and notes and you're getting 90% marks and you're happy with that. Maybe, but here in that group discussion, you may not have your express your opinion because you do not know much about what is happening in politics. You don't know what is happening in economics. You don't know what is happening in social and in other areas of the people and their lives. So therefore, your reading should be wide and you should be always having an age about different topics and issues. So you are going to express your views freely. Very important that your views should be freely. It should not be under pressure, under botheration, or without or with a fear and any other feelings like anxiety and other. Frankly, in a friendly manner on a topic of current issue. Usually topic will be given based on your current issue, maybe pandemic, maybe let's say a problem of unemployment, problem of let's say pollution can be. So those things you people have to consider and increase your reading. If you are not reading anything, you need to start reading from today onwards, that at least some or newspaper, at least editorial columns you are going to read, so that you will get a rough idea of what is happening around you at state level, national level, international level. But remember that you are going to discuss topic in a friendly manner. Friendly manner is very important. It is not that you people are having friends of each other or opponents of each other. You cannot shout at each other. You cannot be angry with each other. Okay. So within a time limit, again, another thing, it is not like that you people are getting a lot of time to discuss your topic. Usually it can be 15 to 20, maximum 30 minutes will be given. So depending upon performance, you people have to think about it. Okay. The abilities of the members of the group is measured. So what kind of abilities? Instead of abilities, I will use the word skills. And I have already told you which points, which things are measured in group discussion. So first of all, you people have to think about the points which you people have to be ready with. First of all, subject knowledge. Then you have to be ready with your communication skills, how you're going to talk about it. Then next, you people have to be ready with your appearance. Appearance will cover everything, your non-verbal communication, body language, everything. Then next, you people need to be good with your attitude, and then you people have to think about your leadership. There are 4 to 5 parameters usually which are assessed in group discussion, but these can be major. You people can work on it. So first of all, the topic which is given to you, you should have at least some of the basic concepts in that topic, and you should be able to express your opinion. So therefore, your reading, your general knowledge will define how much knowledge you have about that topic. Second thing, communication skills. There are so many students who are having a lot of knowledge about the topic. The problem is that they're not able to express it. They get stuck. English communication becomes problem for them. So take care, ensure that it is not going to be problem for you, because right now you people are on the threshold, on the verge to complete your third year, and immediately you people are going to be part of this process. So don't take it casually and don't neglect it. So whatever you people are doing so far, that doesn't matter, but from today onwards, you just becomes a lot of priority based. You people are going to take decisions, and you should involve communication skills in that priority, at higher priority, I will say. Appearance in the terms I have told you already, that your body language, your gesture, your posture, and your dressing and everything which will include here, that will be here, because these people will observe you, that how you're talking, your gesture, your posture, your body language, everything they will look for. And you should start learning. It is, communication is not always with words. So words are just, let's say, mere instruments which are used to convey meaning. But apart from words, you people need to show your facial expressions, eye contact, and body language, and your appearance, and your hairstyle, and your accessories, and so many things will come here. So you just try to work on that also. Your attitude will define that how you're talking it, whether you are just taking, there are some people who are in such a mood that they pretend I know everything, and that they try to show in their mood. Okay, so you just try to work on it, that you're polite, you're courteous, you are you're not hurting anybody, you're cooperating with other people, and those other aspects of your attitude. And your leadership also matters, that whether you're just taking lead or whether you are shy, submissive, so those things matter. So always try to take a lead depending upon the topic which is given to you. You just try to begin, take a lead and start the topic. Also try to monitor how the group members they are discussing, whether they are just getting diverted. If there is digression, try to bring to those group members on track, to the point. And if someone is not getting a chance to communicate, you are just trying to draw attention of all group members towards that member, that he or she does not get a chance to express his or her opinion. In that case, you are giving him or her a chance to express his or her opinion. So that will show your leadership qualities. So that you people just try to take care. So far you just reply me, because I think that this kind of communication becomes just one-way communication, where you people maybe not having much understanding, but a kind of monologue. And I don't want to be just that kind of monologue. So is it okay? Are you getting it? Are you paying attention?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Vittal and Rahul, both of you are getting it. Okay, Sakshi. And meanwhile, I can ask someone randomly also here. So all should not just consider that you're connected, but passively connected. So don't be passive listeners here. Randomly, I can ask anybody also. Well, with this, we'll move towards the next slide here. And next slide, we'll talk about that, which are the prerequisites, or what should you have before you are going to appear for group discussions. Okay, all right. So first of all, extensive knowledge best related to state, country, and globe. I already mentioned about it. So minimum a newspaper, you have to just throw glance at that newspaper. So through glance means it is not possible to read entire newspaper, but you can at least look at headlines which are there, and what is happening in your state, which are the key problems and things happening in your country. And not only these two things, but you just try to pay attention what is happening around the globe, that is into the world. Okay, so that will give you an idea that you people are with up to date with knowledge. So try to increase how extensive knowledge base. You should have a lot of information with you. So areas are politics, sports, science and trade, commerce, industry, technology, and there are so many companies, multinational companies. All those things you people should consider while reading. So what is happening in politics at least at state and national level, in sports, which are the competitions held, which are the tournaments held, who are the winners and who are the losers, and something like this. What is happening in science and what is happening in trade and commerce and industry and technology, which is already I've told you, latest technology, you should keep an eye that what is coming into the market and what is trending in technology. And multinational companies, that there are a number of companies who are in news, who are working on top, and there are some companies who are at the bottom also. You try to keep an eye on those things happening about those things. So analyze the social economical issues logistically. So that is very important. Usually that is current issue. So current issue can be social issue, can be economical, can be let's say political or historical also sometimes, or based on that what is happening right now, you people are going to get a topic. The next, you should sharpen your listening skills. What I mean by sharpen your listening skills, many of the times we pretend that we listen, but we don't listen. And there are activities, there are terms. I would like to tell you people that two terms, that hear or hearing and listening. So people need to define whether you're hearing it or whether you're listening it, because in group discussion, if you're not paying attention, it will be very difficult to participate and try to understand what is happening there. So you should not hear, but you start listening. So difference between hearing and listening, when you're hearing, so he'll tell me what is the difference between hearing and listening. So right now tell me whether you're hearing me or listening me. Or are they same? Are they same? Listening is similar to hearing. Okay, you're listening me. All right. So what is hearing then? Quick, because we do not get much time. Okay, Prerna, all of you are listening me, but somebody just tell me what is hearing, so we can go ahead. Okay, all right. So hearing is just physical process. There is no understanding. So maybe you are getting my voice, but you are not able to understand what I'm trying to tell you. In that case, you are hearing. Hearing is just for sound. Yes, you're right. That coming of the sound to ears, and there is no any cognition, there is no any understanding. But listening is intellectual process where your brain is involved. In hearing, your body is involved. That is physical process. This is intellectual process where you try to understand what is being conveyed to you. And hearing, you do not try to understand what is there. Sometimes we people are just getting only voice and we do not understand. So here your listening skills matters a lot. So it is not always about what you speak, but it also the observers, they also try to check whether you are listening to others or not. And in that case, if you are good in communication, you are having good knowledge also, but when you express your opinion, when your point is over, you are not listening to others. You are looking here, you are looking there, you are looking at the ceiling, you are looking at the observers, what they are doing, what they are writing, how much mark they are giving. So you may lose your performance in group discussion. So your listening skills matters. Apart from that, you need to listen what other group members are saying, and you need to express your opinion whether you agree with these group members or whether you disagree with these group members, and whether you partially agree with these members, that you people have to point it out immediately. And then next is, you should be cooperative throughout the discussion. Entire 10 to 15 whatever minutes you are in that group discussion room, you have to cooperative with everybody. Those who are expressing opinions against you, with them also you have to be cooperative. Try to help everybody, give chance to everybody to communicate. Many of the times there is chances of having interruption. You are speaking at the same time, other 2 to 3 members, they are trying to stop you, they are going to interrupt you and they wanted to speak. In that case also, you should not be angry, you should not lose your temper. You're going to be calm and cool and you're expressing your opinion. So your cooperation is also required. Okay, so let's discuss next slide in short, that people will talk that if you participate into group discussion, what can happen. So that is less important for us, but let's discuss it. That stimulation of thinking in a new way. What does this mean? Suppose that I am alone and I'm getting a topic about, let's say, pollution. Let's consider pollution is the topic which is given for discussion. And if I am alone here who's thinking about pollution, So there is a limitation about having thoughts about pollution. But on the other hand, if there are other members also, so here we can get different angles, their opinions from their point of view about pollution. So here you get stimulation of thinking, because whatever my opinions are there, they are there, but I can get a chance to know what other people also think about it, and their opinions can be different than me, and it can be addition to my knowledge, or it can be some different perspectives I can get about the topic. Then expansion of knowledge, you are going to increase knowledge by listening to other people, understanding of your strengths and weaknesses. That is very important. That is very important to know your strengths and weaknesses. How you can just identify your strengths and weaknesses? Because based on the topic and your performance, when you're expressing your opinions, how people are trying to oppose you, how people are trying to express their opinions, they're interrupting you, and how you are depending yourself. So that could define your strength, and how you are good in expressing your opinions, how good you are in your communication, that will define your strength. And you'll come to know what are the problems faced in that group discussion, what are the difficulties that you faced, how you thought that yes, I could do that, but I could not do because of certain reasons. So that will be your weaknesses that you will be able to identify, and you can work on it. Once you're clear with your weaknesses, you can work on it and try to convert those weaknesses into strength. Strength will be major strengths, and weaknesses can be converted into again strength. That benefit you people will get. Your true personality is revealed and qualities of leadership crystallize. I already told you about your qualities of leadership. Okay, but here your true personality, how you are as a person, whether you are just able to lead, whether you are able to guide, whether you people can work better in a group, in a team, that can be revealed, and you people will think about leadership. I already told you, you can get chance to leadership in different ways. First of all, you people can think taking a lead. Taking a lead means you can start the group discussion, and that will show that you are having leadership qualities. When you can start the group discussion, when the topic is in your favor, that you have a lot of knowledge about the topic, in that case, take a chance and start the group discussion with your knowledge. Second case, you can just try to bring the discussion on track. Sometimes what happens, topic is given about pollution, and then the discussion goes away from pollution and they discuss something else. If you realize this, that topic is running away from the track, you just address all the group members and try to realize them, our topic is this, and we should discuss to this. Okay. Number three, you can show your leadership qualities by giving chance, because all group members are not active and they are not participate in the group discussion. There are at least one or two candidates who are shy, nervous, they're having fear, and they don't speak a single word also. If you realize this problem, you just try to address your group members and try to give opportunity to these one or two candidates who have not got a chance to express themselves about a particular topic. And last way, you people can try to show your leadership skills by concluding the topic. At the end, when you people come to know there are one or last 1 or 2 minutes are left, in that case, you people try to conclude the topic by giving a kind of summary of all group members what they have expressed. In short, you can conclude, and the conclusion should be in balance. For example, if the topic is about online education and offline education, you should not give preference that online education is better only and you're criticizing offline education, or vice versa. You should try to maintain balance by expressing uh, the both things having advantages as well as disadvantages. So this way, you people try to work on your leadership skills also, that you people get benefit of it. The next week, people talk about provide chance to expose yourself. So what do you mean by expose yourself? Whatever you have, good things in you, you can try to show it to other people, because not every time your good things will be highlighted, your achievements will be highlighted. But in group discussion, you people will get a chance that whatever I am good in, for example, my communication, my leadership, my knowledge, my attitude, my behavior, or my whatever it may be, whatever you are good in, you try to expose it. Expose means try to show it to other people through your opinion while discussing it in a group. Then next, you people can just sharpen those language skills, all 4 skills. Which 4 skills? L, S, R, W. So what that L, S, R, W will be? listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So how it is going to be getting benefit for all those LSRW? As far as listening is concerned, you are listening other group members and you are going to respond them. You are going to participate into group discussion and you are going to speak. So your oral communication will get developed. So these are at the moment, at the time of discussion, you are going to do these two skills. And reading and writing, for reading, suppose that tomorrow there is group discussion, you are going to read certain books, magazines, some online information, or number of sources you are going to read. And as far as writing is concerned, you people have to be ready with pen and paper. When topic is announced, you should start writing down your important points, ideas, 1, 2, 3, whatever. So remember that you should not go empty-handed for group discussion. Pen and paper, notepad should be with you. And once topic is announced, you'll get 2 to 3 minutes to think over it. Meanwhile, you just start writing few points that will help you to express your opinion. So this way, group discussions will help you to develop your language skills, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Academic knowledge, of course, your academic knowledge is there and that will help you, or it can be increased, and you'll try to think in different way that you can increase your academic knowledge. Leadership skills, I already told you about it. I'll not repeat it again. People handling skills, very important. These are called soft skills or life skills. You people have to think about it, how you can deal with other people. So it is not like that you are alone and you can do anything. In an organization, you are going to work in team. Usually team 10 to 15 members are there, and in that, if you are going to be a leader, a team member, how you are going to make other people work. For example, if you are a team leader and there are 10 members in your team, how you can ask them to work, how you can motivate them, how you can just inspire them, guide them, instruct them, how you can solve the problems of these people, that you learn by this people handling skills. Next is teamwork. I already told you that it is not your own work. You cannot say that this is only work I will do. Nobody should come with me and nobody should talk to me. That is not going to happen. It is teamwork. Every organization is a teamwork, and in that organization you get divided into small groups. So therefore, all you people just try to learn how to work in team, because in a team there are people with their different natures, different attitudes, and different reactions will be there, because not all people are same. So there might be people who are having different opinion than you. So you should not be angry. You should not say that I cannot work with him, I cannot work with her. But as a team, you have to just adjust your differences and you have to work on what are the similarities in your team. General knowledge, already people have discussed about it. Okay. Then we'll talk about that what are the prerequisites of a group discussion. So remember, always remember that group discussion here, topic is announced at 11th hour. 11th hour means that when you are there in that group discussion room, that time topic is revealed to you. It is not like that already prior you people were having an idea about the topic is up this. Okay, so a kind of on the spot topic will be declared and you people have to be ready for this. In every group discussion, you people have to remember. So you have to be ready with your lot of readings and knowledge, planning and preparation. I already told you that preparation can be done through reading and practicing. So you are organizing mock group discussions and you're participating in that mock group discussions and you're trying to see how confidently you can express your opinion, what difficulties you can face. So that preparation is required. You're reading some tips about group discussion and you're planning that how you can express what you can express. And again, at that time also, I have just mentioned that you should be ready with a pen and paper. A notepad should be with you and you're just writing down points about the topic, what you're going to express. Okay, so that kind of preparation you have to do. If you think that I can manage at that time and you're going as it is for group discussion, I'm sure that you are going to make a poor impression. So if you're prepared, I'm sure that you're going to make a little bit better impression or effective impression of yourself. So knowledge with self-confidence is required. Think about it, that whatever knowledge you have, you're going to express it with confidence, that there is no any fear. There is no any such thought that my communication is not good, I have not read this topic, is completely strange for me and something like this. So nobody should think like this. Communication skills matters a lot. I would say rather than your selection will be based on this only. Your people have to work on it, make it fluent, and at least your people are trying to say something and other people can understand. So there should not be a lot of hesitations. You're taking a lot of pauses and you're not able to express your views clearly. In that case, communication can become a major obstacle in your placement activities. So work on it. It should be a strength. It should not be a weakness. It should not be a drawback for all of you. So this is in your hand how you're taking it. If you're taking it positively, you're working it, definitely communication skills can be your strength, and that is a real power, because whatever you know, even you can try to handle. Sometimes there are situations that you don't know, but in that case also you can handle because your communications are good, you're expressive. In that case you'll manage it. But on the other hand, there are problems like this. You know that what is the answer, you know how to what to express it, but you don't know how to express it, so therefore it becomes a problem for you. So decide how to take it, whether you're taking it positively and make it strength, or whether you're neglecting it and it can be a major obstacle for you. Presentation here, it means that how you're going to express your opinion, and it should be simple, it should be systematic, it should be having some logical sequence, and it should be able to understand that there should be some value and point and information in that kind of presentation of your opinion. You people have to express it. And in case of body language and personal appearance, that is also very important. You should dress formally. Try to understand that though you are not having your interview, many of the students go casually for group discussion, but that is not the way. Sometimes, or most of the times, group discussion and interview are planned on the same day, so you have to take care that you are having formal dress, your hairstyle, then your shaving, your shoes, your belt, your purse, your everything, your makeup and everything, and all things you are going to maintain as per the requirement, and your personal appearance and everything. Next, very important, being calm and cool. When you're prepared, when you're confident, you can be calm and cool. But if you're not prepared, if you're not read anything, in that case, it will make you uncomfortable. It will start, your heart will start breathing fast. You'll start sweating also, and you'll think that I cannot do best better, or rather you wanted to run away from this interview hall or group discussion hall because you're panic and you're nervous, and in such cases whatever knowledge you have, even that also you cannot perform it better. So you have to be calm and cool. Whatever you can do, you have to just prepare early and do your best. That is what I would like to do here in today's session. Probably remaining part is there also. We'll try to cover it in next session. I would like to stop here because a lot of content is there, and if I'm expressing it orally only, that may be not useful for you. I hope that all you people will take note of it, will try to find it out more, and all you people will just prepare for group discussion. Probably maybe after this we'll take mock group discussion sessions also. So all right, we'll take attendance and we'll just stop here. Okay, thank you Sakshi for your prompt reply. Okay. So all of you just pay attention that first of all we'll take attendance of division B. I'm going to take first. So roll number 1, 2, 3, roll number 4 absent from division B. Okay. 5, roll number 6 absent. 8 absent. 9, 10 absent. 11, 12. 13, 14 absent. 19 absent. 21 absent. 24 absent. 29 absent. Then from 36 to 44 absent, all people are absent. 48 absent. 54 to 57, all are absent. 59 to 66, all are absent. Just wait for 1 minute. $59 to $66, all are absent. Then $68 to $70, all are absent. $72, $73 absent. Then $75, $76, $77 absent, $79 absent. So from division B, absent numbers are like this: 4, 6, 8, 10, 13, 14, 19, 21, 24, 29, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 48, 54, 55, 56, 57, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 68, 69, 70, 72, 73, 75, 76, 77, and 79. These are absent. Anyone is present? In that case, you just try to tell me after the attendance of division A. So division A students, all you just try to be ready. I'll just say roll number 2 absent, 3, 4, then 5, 6, 7, 8 absent, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 17, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30, 32, 34, 38, 43, 45, 47, 49, 51, 52, 54, 55, 56, 59, 60, 63, 65, 66, 68, 69, 72, 73, 75, 77, 78, 79, 80. So absent numbers are those which I just announced. Okay, so with this, we'll just take pause here. We'll continue in next session. You just try to read more about it, and we'll just have mock group discussions also after this. So should we stop here? Should I end this meeting?
Okay.
Sir, I will, you can leave the meet. I will claim as a host.
Yes. Sure.